Say that then. Proper preparation and patience prepares you to prosper. Keep your peanuts out of her jelly, and you won't get stuck in a jam. I said, keep your peanuts out of her jelly. Don't get stuck in a jam. How can you get stuck in a jam if you don't go into her jelly? As a man, you won't get put on child support if you don't smash her and skate off. As a man, you won't have any problems with women if you don't go into her jelly. As a man, if you don't think with the head below your waist, your seed will not go to waste. As a man, if you don't chase her, there's no way to get stuck in a jam. As a man, you must have a plan. As a man, you must have a map. As a man, you must go hard and trap it out. As a man, you must go hard and trap it out. Map it out, trap it out. If you don't put your peanuts in her jelly, you won't get stuck in a jam. Peace and blessings and abundance. All praise to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. If you don't put your peanuts in her jelly, you won't get stuck in a jam. Women are not causing any problems. Women haven't never been a problem in the past. Women are not a problem now in the present. Women are not a problem in the future. As a man, any problem you ever have with a woman is your fault because you are the one that started talking to her. You the one that asked for her number. You the one that was overcome with your lust and wanted to smash and do the dash, not DoorDash. You the one that was thinking with your lower head and not the head above your shoulders. You the one that wanted to bust nuts. You the one that wanted to smash and release your seed. You the one that wanted her to drain your life force energy. As a man, you must overcome your lust. When a man has self-control and discipline, he is unstoppable. As a man, when you overcome your lust, you are unstoppable. If you don't overcome your lust, all women are going to control you and they're going to take over your life because you have no self-control and discipline. When a man has self-control and discipline of the head below his waist and the head above his shoulders, he is unstoppable. The reason you see news stories of men crashing out is because they were overcome with lust and they were wearing the CLs, they were wearing the Coochie lenses, and they crashed out over a woman because she said, "No, you can't have any cat today." They crashed out over a woman because she said, "No, I'm not giving you my phone number." They crashed out over a woman because she said, "No, You're broke and your shoes are dusty. As a man, if a woman tells you no, you just go to the next one. There's a rapper named Gucci Man back in the day, years ago, maybe 10 years ago, maybe more. And he said girls are like buses, miss one, next 15, one coming. Girls are like buses. If you miss one, the next 15 minutes, you'll catch another one. Like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. If you miss one, if one says no, the next one will say yes. And if she says no as well, the next one will say yes. And if she says no as well, the next one will say yes. There's over 2 billion single women all over the world, including the United States and every other country all over the world. So a man should never get upset if a woman tells him no. If he does get upset, he has a scarcity mindset and he doesn't know that there's over 2 billion single women all over the world. As a man, you have to have an abundance mindset and an attitude of abundance, a mindset of abundance, and you will never stress if a woman tells you no. You will never care if a woman tells you no. You will never stress if Jenny from the block tells you no, like Jennifer Lopez. Jenny from the block, you'll never be upset if a woman tells you no. There's no way that a man should ever unalive a woman because she said no. You can't have my Instagram. No, you can't have my phone number. No, my phone is not working, which is a lie. There's no reason that a man should ever unalive a woman for being told no. There's no reason a man should ever unalive a woman because she said you can't get none of this jelly, you can't get none of my jam. There's no reason a man should ever unalive a woman because she said he can't have any cat today. This is why men must overcome their lusts, take off the CLs, take off the coochie lenses, and a man will not have any problems because he overcame his lust. When a man has self control and discipline of the head below his waist and the head above his shoulders, he is unstoppable. Men must overcome lust. Women are wonderful everywhere. Women are not a problem. A man needs to focus on himself, invest in himself, hold on to his life force energy for himself, charge up like Goku for himself, go into the hyperbolic time chamber by himself and for himself and run it up. Run up the cash, run up the checks, run up the currency, build up his energy. Focus on smashing goals, not smashing women. Focus on the long term, not the short term. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the It's time for the percolator. 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 Perk, 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 perk. It's time for the percolator. 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 Perk, 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 perk. No, I'm not off perks. I'm just charged up. I'm charged up with energy. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't matter if it's 6 a.m. My clock says 6:20 a.m. I'm turned up. I'm charged up. I'm full of energy. I'm full of my life force energy. I'm ready to give men truth to help change their life. It only takes one man to listen to the information and the truth that I put out, the message that I put out. It only takes one man to apply what I say to his life, and his life will change in a wonderful way. This is the truth you will never get told on a news channel. They won't tell you this in high school. They won't tell you this in college. Your friend ain't gonna tell you this. Your brother ain't gonna tell you this. Your dad most likely ain't gonna tell you this. Your uncle most likely ain't gonna tell you this. Your granddad most likely ain't gonna tell you this. Your great granddad most likely ain't gonna tell you this. So I'm gonna tell you, when a man has self control and discipline of the head below his waist and the head above his shoulders, he is unstoppable. If you take off the coochie lenses, you can't get stuck in her jam. You can't get stuck in her jelly if you take off the coochie lenses. Take off the CLs. If you take off the coochie lenses, you can't get stuck in her jam. You can't get S8 South America. You can't catch a grape case. You can't get pepper sprayed and get your Rolex watch taken. There's a woman out there right now in the news. She's attractive and she's luring men to the hotel and she's pepper spraying them and she's taking their watches. Men don't want to hear this topic. Men don't want to hear no women, no dating, no relationships until you run it up, until you're fully established, until you have abundance, until you work for yourself, until you got money coming in while you sleep, abundance, so you can take care of yourself, your future wife, and your future children, and your future children's children. That's the message. If you're a single man, no dating. First of all, if you're a single man with no children and you haven't ran the funds up, no dating, no relationships, no women until you run it up, until you're established. So you could focus on the long term, have money come in for the long term, so you can be fully self employed. So you don't have to work. Your wife doesn't have to work. Your children don't have to work, and your children's children don't have to work because you put in the self control and discipline now. You went on semen retention and you went hard for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. So now you don't have to work anymore. Now you can take care of your full family, yourself, your wife, your children, your children's children, and you have so much abundance that you could be a blessing to other people as well. That's what this is about. That's the message. If you're single and you don't have any children and you're not where you want to be at, to where you could take care of yourself, your wife, your children, your children's children, and be a blessing to other people. If you're not at that point, the message is go hard until you get at that point. And after you get at that point, it's going to be different for each person. The amount of money you want to get is going to be different for each person. But whatever your number is for being rich, once you hit that or once you get close to that, then get a woman pregnant, have a wife, have children, have a family. Because now you don't have to work. Your wife doesn't have to work. Your children don't have to work. And your children's children don't have to work. That's the message. No sex. No watching the hub. No releasing your seed. Not a drop. Not a dribble. Full self-control and discipline. 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, however long it takes. It might not even take you 5 years. It might only take you 2 years of going hard, no distraction, no complaining, no procrastination, no excuses, no hesitation. It's gonna be different for each person, but whatever that is for you, do it. Do it. If you get a woman pregnant and you're not prepared, you are setting your children up for failure. If you get a woman pregnant and you're not prepared and you don't have the finances, the funds, and the resources to take care of yourself, your child, and your child's mother, you are setting your children up for failure. And you're setting them up for failure because you had the CLs on, you had the coochie lenses on, so you set your children up for failure. because you're thinking with the head below your waist, not the head above your shoulders. If you get a woman pregnant, that's $300,000. Every child is $300,000. If you don't have $300,000, you should not be smashing and getting women pregnant. Every child is $300,000. So if you see Becky, if you see Jennifer, if you see Shaquisha at the gas station and you think everything is great, you're like, I want to smash, I want to smash, I want to smash, I want to smash. And then you smash and she gets pregnant. That's $300,000. If you don't have $300,000 for a child at this correct moment, at this exact moment, you shouldn't be smashing because you're setting your children up for failure. It's 300,000, not at that point. It's $300,000 over the course of 18 years. You want to smash, 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 but you don't like her. You want to smash, 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 but you don't love her. You want to smash, smash, smash because you only lust her. You get a woman pregnant, that woman is in your life for next forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever? This artist, I think it's Andre 3000. In one of his songs, he was like, "Forever, ever? Forever, ever?" Yeah, if you smash a woman and she gets pregnant, she's in your life forever, and you don't even like her, and you don't even love her. You had your coochie lenses on, and you just wanted to lust her. So now, because you couldn't handle yourself and you didn't have self-control and discipline of the head below your waist, now you smash the girl that you don't like, you don't love, and she's in your life forever. And if you don't pay child support, they're taking 70% of your paycheck. And if you don't pay child support, you're going to jail. If you don't pay child support, you're going to jail. So, like the title says, keep your peanuts out of her jelly and you won't get stuck in the jam. A man has everything he needs already. Everything you need to win as a man is in your seed. Everything you need to win as a man is in your nuts, literally, in your balls. When a man has self control and discipline of the head below his waist and the head above his shoulders, he is unstoppable. That is the message. I'm going to keep saying it in every video, regardless of what video topic I'm talking about, because it's that important for men to hear it, because they're not going to hear it anywhere else, and it's going to change men's life. I don't need a lot of views on my videos. My views are going to come years down the line. All I want is for one man to hear this message and apply it, be wise and apply it, apply the truth. Wisdom is the application of truth, and change his life forever. I'm not in a rush for for my videos to get a bunch of views. I do have a job. YouTube, I do get paid from YouTube, but I do have a job, so I'm not dependent on YouTube for anything. I have a job. My goal is to impact one man's life every video. And if I post usually three, anywhere from 3 to 10 videos a day on my channel, that's potentially 3 to 10 men who have the opportunity to change their life with the truth that I'm saying in the video. And if just one out of those 3 to 10 listen and apply this truth, I'm happy. In 365 days in 1 year, I will change 365 men's lives. And I'm just saying if only one of them applies it. Now, if 10 of them apply it, then it just goes up. And I'm happy with that. Peace and blessings and abundance to every single person who left a comment, to every single person who left their opinion, to every single person who asked a question. Peace and blessings and abundance to GUVTMAHJ. Peace and blessings and abundance to LUCIFER666. Peace and blessings and abundance to LILA. I think it said Leela. Peace and blessings and abundance to Next Nova. Peace and blessings and abundance to YK underscore Max 00. Peace and blessings and abundance to JIMMEHHHH. Peace and blessings and abundance to Umbrella Corporation. Keep your peanuts out of her jelly, and you won't get stuck in the jam. Say that then. Proper preparation and patience prepares you to prosper.